All right, and then we got the hot list here, which has two topics left. We have the favorite high school logo and our favorite high school field. This week, it looks like we're gonna have our favorite high school logo. I know we talked. This is kind of the one we talked a lot about beforehand, so I think we're gonna each probably pick one, and then it sounds like we kind of have some honorable mentions that we'll just touch on because we found some interesting logos here to hit on here. So whoever wants to go first, feel free.
I'll do it. IVC, the Ghost. I think it
Great
is
one.
just such a unique logo. It's a unique mascot name for a school. Like, I absolutely love it. It's kind of like not scary, but like it's not just like a boring ghost. Like I love how the logo is like designed. Was easily far and away my number one. So I'm happy to. I was really worried, Gavin, Dane, you guys were going to take them. I know they're over in your guys' part of the state, so I'm relieved that I got them.
I just had to Google it. It looks like the ghost like is kind of jacked. Like he's got some Popeye arms
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that creativity.
I
No,
had them
that
on my
Ty,
big
that is a
board.
good one.
Yeah.
I just growing up in the area, that's always like it. The logo and like their jerseys, kind of like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, or have always I've always thought were cool. But it adds to the coolness factor because they were just like always for a long time, like the 2000s. Growing up, they were always like such a good team. Like they had so many guys come through there, so it like added to the coolness factor of IVC as a whole too. So yeah, that's a great logo.
I can hop in. I
Uh,
also like
yeah,
how
go
you
for
mentioned that you weren't scared of the logo, that it's not scary, but it's a ghost.
it.
Uh, but I had them. That's a great call. I had them on my big board as well. So I'll go here. I'm gonna take the Freeport pretzels. I just think the logo itself is really cool, like the pretzel logo. But when they were at the IHSBCA convention, we saw a variation of the logo, and it was like that Reds logo with like the baseball man. So they have a couple cool
Mr.
logos.
Redlegs
Mr.
is
Redlegs.
his name.
Yep. So they got a couple cool logos. They're always just one of the first ones that I think of when I think of like cool, fun logos. It's literally just a pretzel. So yeah,
All right, I'll get in here with I know you guys are gonna think I'm a homer here, but the Henry Senachwine Mallards, their logo has always been one of my favorites, obviously just growing up being a Mallard myself, but I still stand on that it actually is it's just cool and it's unique and it is very, very Henry because there's a lot of duck hunting in that area too, so it just makes sense. So I'm going the Mallards.
I'm seeing a lot of variations on that, Gavin. Is the one that you like that's almost like the angry mallard looking right at you? Because then there's a couple where it's
There
like turned sideways with the HS.
that's the
Um,
new one.
okay.
I still like the new one. There was one growing up that I'll try and find it and send it to you guys that was more of my favorite one, but yeah.
I've got one that looks incredible. Yeah. Um, it kind of almost gives me like the old school St. Louis Cardinal vibes, but it's a mallard instead. Yeah, I love that. Well, I guess since I have the floor, I'll one that I'm kind of partial to. I've always just thought it was really sweet, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Saint Viator Red Lion, I think is just a really cool, unique logo, and maybe I'm partial because my wife went there. But I think it's a really really cool logo.
I'm gonna go with the Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond Knights. I think that's a sick logo. I don't know. It's just I looked at it, I was like, wow, that pops. And so I'm
Can
gonna
you
go with
say it again so I can check it out? The Arthur.
Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond Knights.
All right.
Do you want me to go
Feel
with
free
my
to.
oh sorry.
No, go ahead if I was cutting in, whatever you were gonna say.
I was just gonna go with our honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
just let's get a
Yeah.
list. What do you got? Just
Okay,
give
I
me a
got
little
two
list.
more. I'm gonna go with the Dietrich Moving Maroons, kind of like the Roadrunner. I think it's sick. And then I'm also gonna go with we go to Rantoul quite a lot, and there's a town that I got to go through to get to Rantoul, and it's the Fisher Bunnies. I think it's a sick logo as well.
I'll give out my honorable mentions now. Pretty common theme here is that I go for your non-basic like team names. So my first one, we kind of found this like right before we hopped on, but Egyptian high school, down there, like the southern tip of the state, the Pharaohs. I love it. It's different. Like I said, not your typical school name. The logo, I feel like they could spice up the logo just a little bit, but I think it still gets the job done. And then we got Elk Grove, the Grenadiers. I think it just looks pretty sharp. It looks like they've maybe updated it recently. And it just looks a little bit more modern. And then we got Geneseo, the Maple Leafs. Sweet name. Like we're out here in Illinois, the frickin' Maple Leafs, like that's elite right there. And then we got rounding it out, my last one, the York Dukes. Just I've always really liked their logo. In the few years I've been doing this. So that's where my honorable mentions end.
I really wanted to cut you off. It was hard for me to let you keep kind of going there, but you mentioned the Elk Grove Grenadiers, and I'm impressed that you said it correctly. Because like it when I first saw it, I wasn't sure, but the reason I bring it up is I played at IU Southeast, Indiana University Southeast, and we were the Grenadiers. And I always thought we had a super unique logo as well. So just want to shout that out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just get in here. A couple more that I liked. I'm just actually looking at this map with all the logos right now. And kind of sticking in the Tri-County Conference there. I'm going with Putnam County. I always liked the Panthers logo. They always like that. They've changed it since I've gotten out of high school a little bit, but it's always kind of been just unique. And then St. Bede in Peru, the Bruins. That's I've always thought a really cool logo. Washington, the Washington Panthers. I like their logo a lot. And then kind of a unique name. I'm surprised no one's even said this yet, but the two topless wooden shoes. They've got it's a cool logo itself, just like the T, and then I don't know, it's got like the little. I guess it's a shoe, isn't it? It just has like wooden shoes across it or something. But yeah, just a few others there.
Yeah, I'll jump in with my honorable mentions. The Roxana shells were my like 1B. It's literally just like the Shell logo, like the gas company. It's pretty cool. And then I had the Coal City Kohlers with one of their throwback logos. The Reed Custer Comets was a cool one. Kenwood Academy, I've always really liked their Bronco and the colorway, like that baby blue and the red. I think that goes really well together. The Argonauts, like my mom went there. It's like a really cool ship, like I don't know, Drew's a golf guy. He'll know like the Cabot Cliffs logo. It's kind of like that old pirate ship. And then the Effingham Flaming Hearts is pretty cool too. It's just like a heart with the flames on it. Yeah, I don't know. The Roxana shells are probably my favorite though out of that whole list. Like they're like I said, like my 1B. There's the yellow and the red pops.
I'm trying to search these as you guys are saying them because I want to see them all. That Kenwood call out is such a good call out. I love those colors. I'll give you a couple here. St. Viator, when I originally thought of logos, like to me, that one really stood out just from watching them play and always thinking it was really cool. But as I was doing some more research on this, the Ottawa Township Pirates, I love that logo. The one they have online, at least, like it's a really cool looking pirate. And not only is it a pirate, but he's biting a sword, which I thought was just a nice touch. The PBL, Paxton Buckley Loda, they have like the PBL and it's like drawn into like making a panther, which I just thought was really, really creative if you guys want to look that one up. And then Riverside Brookfield right in your backyard there, Tyler, they have just an awesome looking bulldog. Like it's a really well done picture and drawing of a bulldog. And then also the Streeter Bulldogs. And what got me there was like they have the dog chain, but not only do they have the dog chain, it's like a spiked dog chain. So man, you don't want to play that club. They look dangerous. So those were just a few that I did some research on and I love. They caught my eye for sure.
Hey, the Canton Little Giants too. I meant to mention them. That's just an interesting name, but their logo's kind of cool too.